Aw, yeah, what's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and I think everybody can hear me. Let me just test, and I think everybody can hear. Yep, everybody can hear me. Cool. So, man, this is going to be great. We are going to have a great stream here. It's going to be maybe about a half hour long, and in this stream, we are going to be giving away codes for the Lego Marvel Collection, which you can see on the screen right now. The Lego Marvel Collection collects Lego Marvel Superheroes, the original that started it all, Lego Marvel's Avengers, and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. In this bundle, you will get everything you see here, all the DLC for all the games. And if you have it on PlayStation 4, there are actually 2 extra DLCs that you will get on PlayStation 4 for Ant-Man and Captain America Civil War. I have a special guest for this stream, and it is none other than Disney Dan himself from BricksToLife.com. What is happening today, Dan?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so can everybody hear? Can everybody hear
Thanos?
Dan? Yeah, so we got Thanos and we got Miss Marvel on the screen, seeing as though Miss Marvel is actually now Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel is out now in theaters, killing it, and that is awesome. And we just saw Captain Marvel kind of meet up with the Avengers in the new trailer, and we even saw Thor.
Give Thor some dreamy eyes.
Yeah, so like, so I want to talk about that real quick, okay? Because I'm not thrilled that everybody on the internet is trying to wish that to be like a new power couple. Like, trust me, Thor could do a whole lot worse, all right?
Well, I mean, like, he's notorious for giving the eyes to the ladies in all of his, like, he has a scene like that with almost every woman in the MCU, where he, like, gives, like, the intense eye stare, the unbreaking gaze.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, people reading into that are just silly.
But, like, my thing is that, like, Captain Marvel is trying to establish the character as just the strong female character. And one of the things I always see from people, especially females, is why does every female have to have some male love interest? And, you know, they kind of have the opportunity to not go there right away. But what's everybody on the internet doing? They're immediately trying to hook her up with Thor. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, Thor can do worse. But I don't know. It's not like, it's not my thing, so.
I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. I think that she's going to get sweet on Steve Rogers. I think that's what she's going to do.
See, the thing is that in the comics, the last dude she was with was Rhodey, War Machine. So,
really?
Yeah, in Civil War, because like as part of the Civil War II storyline, you know, War Machine actually ends up dying. They were dating, and her best friend is like She-Hulk in the comics. And, like, they both, like, die, you know, to Thanos, by the way. So, anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, anyway, so we got lots of people here, and everybody, I just want you guys to know, so I've said it a couple times in chat, I've said it on Twitter, and I've especially said it in the description below. The codes I was provided by WB Games are for, they're for North America. So, unfortunately, if you are in Europe, the code's not going to work unless you set up a North American account. I don't know how any of that works, but, you know, that's up to you. So, we're going to do this right away. Why is he calling me right? Like, I'm getting, like, a call, and I'm streaming, so whatever. So here's the deal. We're going to do the first code right here, right now. The first code is going to be for Xbox One. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a code show up on the screen, and it's going to be missing one character. You have to guess that character, okay? So if you are on Xbox One, good luck. Please let me know that you got the code to work. So there it is. There is our first code right there for Xbox One. As you can see, there's a red question mark at the end. You need to type everything in, and then you have to get the missing letter. Please let me know if you got it. Good luck, everyone. Honestly, the best thing that you guys should do is probably have everything loaded up on your PC and type it in there. Probably be a lot easier to get it. But so what did you think of Captain Marvel, the movie, while we've got this code on the screen?
Oh boy, do you want to start? Because I enjoyed the film, but it had so many problems. And the problems that it had all had to do with the fact that the directors were inexperienced with the genre, and it was just a lot of cutting in the fight sequences to make it look like people were fighting. But like I hate when they do like heavy cut fight sequences. Just the whole, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I left and I had a good time. It is by far not the best Marvel movie. It's probably in my bottom 5 in terms of just the way that the direction was taken. I just had a lot of problems with the direction. It seemed like it didn't know what kind of movie it wanted to be. It didn't know if it wanted to be like this rise up, like, you know, female empowerment, or if it wanted to be like this, like I'm an ace pilot, or if it wanted to be like I don't know my identity. And like they didn't know, and you could tell that it was written by a lot of people because Story By had about like 100 names underneath it. So I could tell that it was rewritten a half dozen times, and it just felt very muddy in terms of a Marvel movie, and it kind of bums me out. But I'm looking forward to seeing the character now being used by like the Russo brothers, by you know, James Gunn. I'm looking forward to that character being used to its fullest potential.
All right. Yeah. So before we get into that, Daniel N says he got it. What was the letter that was missing? I just want to confirm. Darth Logan, please stop. So I just want to confirm we definitively got it before I move on to the next one, and I also talk about what was missing. Perfect. So Daniel N, you were correct. The missing letter was Z. So congratulations, Daniel N. You are our first winner of an Xbox code. So yeah, no, but bro, you're spamming the chat, and that's annoying. So don't do that. Anyway, so I actually agree with virtually everything you said. One of the things that bothered me a little bit is it was very dark. Like all the scenes just seemed to be a little too dark, you know?
Yeah, it was a very dark film in terms of that. You're 100% right.
Yeah, so like I just felt like I didn't like some of the choices they made as far as, you know, characters. Annette Bening being the character she was really annoyed me. So I'm sorry.
I said interesting. I mean, see, the problem I had with it is just like I didn't get to know Annette Bening. I didn't get to know the character as a whole. I didn't get to know what her motivation was to come to Earth and save the Skrulls. I didn't get to know what her motivation was. I didn't get to know what the motivation of the Kree that wanted to destroy the Skrulls. Like there was just so many missing pieces to like the story that like I was just like, what is going on? You know, because I'm not a loyal follower of the comics like you know? Right. So like I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, so we're talking about Captain Marvel. So obviously if you haven't seen it, we're trying to avoid spoilers. So Annette Bening's character is a male character in the comics, and kind of the same name as maybe the movie. So it is how Carol kind of got, part of the way that Carol got her name is definitely through the character she portrays. So yeah, we're working on Let's Play games. You know, if you want to be here for a giveaway stream, you got to put up with us making it an actual stream. I'm not just going to do all the codes all at once. So we are about to do a PlayStation 4 code, though, and it's going to be the same thing. Right now we're on PlayStation 4, actually, in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. The first one that we did was actually LEGO Marvel Superheroes, which for everybody, that's the game that really got me going on YouTube. It was huge for me. And
yeah, this was your first game, wasn't it?
It was not my first game per se.
Like the first one that like blew you up.
It blew me up. So, all right, so we're gonna do our first PlayStation 4 code. Be ready here. There's gonna be one character missing. How do you put in the codes? The same way you enter a code on PlayStation 4. So, the last code is missing. Good luck. please let me know if you got the code. It could be a letter or a number. And I'm actually just verifying this one. Please let me know that you got it to work and what the last...
Why do you think that the Xbox codes have so many more letters than the PlayStation codes?
I don't know. I guess it's just whatever they actually put together for the way they string their things. I don't know. Like, it's weird, for sure.
Xandar's actually looking pretty good.
But anyway, so yeah.
Stomped all over
How do you want to give away the codes right on the screen? What's happening, John O'Donovan? So the question mark is a missing number or letter, and whoever gets to enter it first. What's happened, Colby? Good luck.
If I ever meet the person who
Yeah,
smashed
alright,
up
so
those stupid
yeah, so
announcement
Captain Marvel,
speakers,
man, like
I'm going to
it's
shake their
killing
hand
it.
until it falls off.
I had a little bit of an issue
Okay,
with Brie
maybe.
Larson, and kind of her out. Wolf Slayer got it. What was the missing letter, Wolf Slayer?
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz.
I kind of had an issue with her. Oh, just
if I
kidding.
spend another 2
I had an
hours
issue
lost
with
in
her,
the
like,
hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
the way she kind of
That
handled the media
carnivorous plant
and stuff
near
like
the
that.
Nova
Like, I
Corps
really,
building
I
seems
feel
a
like
little
in a time when
dangerous.
everything is
I
supposed to
hope
be
some
inclusive,
brave gardener
like
takes care of
singling
it before
out
it eats
people
somebody.
and saying, you know, I don't care what you think, is kind of rude and obnoxious, and
I know it's
that was
wrong,
the
but
biggest
I
part
find
that I had a problem
Roman
with
so dreamy.
before the movie came
If only
out,
he'd stop
and I
his
tried not to let that
relentless
affect
attack
my
on my
opinion.
planet.
I thought
Maybe
it was a
we could
really
be
good
together.
movie, you know? I thought it was really great. I'm glad it's doing well. I don't understand why people are like so shocked it's
thinking I'd
doing
take a
well.
trip to
Like
Egypt
every
soon.
Marvel
I bet
movie
the kids would
before it.
love making sand
Brickster
castles.
says he
And
got
I've heard
it.
the weather
What
is
was the missing
pretty
letter?
Fair. Oh.
I think that people really mistook what she was going for, though, with that whole media thing. Is just that she wanted to just... She didn't deny any media interviews that from, like, mainstream people, but what she wanted to do was also allow more minorities and, like, to say... Like, she was just trying to open the door to interview opportunities for certain people who wouldn't normally get those chances, which I think was fine. She did her interviews with all the other big media people. She didn't turn anyone down.
Right.
It's just that she was also trying to look for and find people. And then when one particular one that she picked to say, like, come interview me because I want to give you an opportunity because I want you to, you know, succeed. And then she asked if that interviewer asked about it. Then it came out, and then people just started doing pull quotes out of context, and then just, you know, it just like spirals out of control. You know, if it really would have been if she would have said something crazy, the Disney PR team would have rolled in and smashed some stuff down. But no one batted an eye with her, from what I understand.
So I do have to say congratulations to Brickster. You were correct. You got the first PlayStation code. So we have another Xbox code, and we have another PlayStation code.
We have 2 more codes?
We have 2 more codes to go.
Oh my goodness,
So,
this is ridiculous.
so I understand what you're saying. I just feel like there are ways that she could have said that without being demeaning to other people. You know, at the end of the day, like I'm fine with her wanting to, you know, give opportunities to whoever she wants to give them to. It's just I kind of feel like there are ways you can say that without, like, you know, basically alienating probably the group of people that made Captain Marvel relevant enough to have a movie. You know, like for all intents and purpose, I mean that's like almost your target market. So,
right. Which I know why that could tickle a bunch of, you know, white dudes the wrong way, because that's where
for the sake of Asgard, I must not waver.
That's how comics got cool, you know what I mean? By a bunch of white dudes making things happen. But it's good to see the brand grow, though, and evolve, because, like, my daughter was excited as heck to see that movie, and was so excited to see, like, a blonde girl up on screen that looked like her kicking butt, which, you know, as a father of 2 daughters, it really... I couldn't be any happier. I was super tickled by it, but I get why it rubbed people the wrong way. I 100% understand.
So this is perfect because, you know, I don't have kids, obviously. I don't have any daughters either, so it's obviously a little bit out of my wheelhouse. before we give away the Xbox code, actually, let's go ahead and load the Xbox code. So we're about to do the last Xbox code, North America only. There is going to be one character missing, and I definitely wish everyone luck. If you get the Xbox code, please let me know, and let me know what the missing letter was. Here we go.
You know, it'd be really mean is if you put the missing code like in the middle of it.
I had to, because the missing letter was the exact same letter as the first one. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So I did it in the last string, but it's like the middle letter, or maybe number.
See, that's gonna throw some. That's gonna take some time now, because people gotta type it in and then backspace, 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 pick another one, and type the JZ back in. Ooh, this is gonna be hot. Oh, you can do it on a computer though, can't you?
Yeah. So like, if people were smart, they were. No, I get what you're saying, Hovalatos, and understood completely. There are, I don't mean Target, I mean like, look, I mean comics have traditionally, the stereotype has been, you know, nerdy white dudes, you know. I understand comics are for everybody reads comics, but I'm talking about the stereotype. It didn't come out right, because I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Yeah, Xbox codes are longer, so like, yes, 100% agree with you. Everybody reads comics. That's not what I meant. I meant more that Drew Hawks says he got it. What was the missing letter, Drew? I'm just basically saying that, you know, that is kind of like the, not the target, but like the stereotype is probably the better word I should have used.
But can we talk about how Goose the cat stole the show?
I guess.
How many Goose the cat lookalikes are going to be adopted from shelters now? That's the real question. And then, like, is there going to be like a Finding Dory effect, where like Finding Nemo effect, where everyone goes out and buys saltwater fish, and then a year later the pounds are like there's just an epidemic of dead fish? Is there everyone going to want some goose? But here's the more important thing.
Let me interrupt real quick. Congratulations to Drew Hawks. We'll do a PlayStation code in just a moment. So that is, yeah, if somebody claims they have it, don't necessarily stop. I'm trying to get a confirmation that they got it. He says he didn't remember, but he swears, so I trust him. Anyway, we're gonna do the PlayStation code here in just a moment, and that'll be that. And all right, cool, man. Like, I'm glad that you gave me a chance to explain it better. So anyway, back to what you were saying.
I really want a Goose the Cat, Groot, and Rocket movie. That's what I want.
Why are you leaving Cosmos out of this?
Because Cosmos isn't an established MCU character. He's got like
Cosmo.
Cosmo. He was on screen for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, and Howard the Duck. Let's do Goose. Let's do Goose, Duck, Raccoon, and Tree. I don't understand. You're gonna throw Howard the Duck in, but you're not gonna throw in Cosmo? Howard the Duck has had way more screen time than Cosmo. Like by 5 seconds. Had speaking roles? The dog doesn't talk. He's telepathic. I know. I'm just saying. I don't know if a cat and dog can team up. All right. Of course they can. Cosmo is a legend. Cosmo. Right, I don't know if we can be friends right now. Cosmo can be the Nick Fury of the Pet Avengers. All right. Cosmo can be the one who goes around and recruits everybody. Are you calling Rocket a pet? Dude, he will light you up for that. All right. I'm kind of calling for that. All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do the PlayStation code here. So this is the last code that I have. Here it comes. This is PlayStation 4 code. Let us do this. Good luck. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Endgame now. You know, Endgame is, like, honestly, like, I kind of wish they didn't do that last trailer, though. You know? Oh, Drew, I'm glad you won too, man. Congrats, bro. So if you win, please let me know what the last letter is, and let me know that you got it. Or number. It could be a number. So good luck. But yeah, man, I kind of wish they didn't do that trailer, because, like, they didn't really have to, like, show all that stuff, you know? What did they didn't barely show anything. And they've also said many times that it's only the top 20 minutes of the movie, which blows my mind. I get that, but we still saw characters back on Earth
that we did.
If you were gonna tell
that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
You can't say to me, "Oh, yeah, they're definitely gonna kill Iron Man in a spaceship and he's just gonna starve to death." They would never do that. They would never do that.
But that doesn't matter. We hadn't seen it yet, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's back already. Like, it's unnecessary. Everybody's gonna go to see this movie. It's gonna make 2 Bs, you know, easily. It's gonna surpass what was there before, and it just seems like unnecessary. So someone redeemed it, Free Willy Rock says, and Irwin was correct. The last number was a 5. Sorry it wasn't in your region. I'd love to know who got it so I could say congrats. Oh, Irwin got it. Cool. I'm glad that you were able to figure out what region it was, or get it in your region. Awesome. So let's go ahead and remove that. And that is our codes. We'll talk to Dan for another moment or two here as we kind of fly around.
The real question is, what do you think her role will be in the movie? Because she can't be the one who kills things. No way.
I'm kind of afraid that she will be.
No.
Yeah, Kevin, is it Feige? Is that how you pronounce his name? I've heard that he has said that he wants Captain Marvel to be the strongest character in the MCU. And not only that, but I've heard that she is going to be the character that, you know, leads the MCU into the next phase. Hey guys, so real quick before we continue there, I don't have any say-so over what regions the codes are from. They ask me if I want codes to give away, and I say yes, and I give them away. I can only get what they give me, you know? So thank you again, WB Games. They did provide the 4 codes, so it's awesome. And I wish they were for all regions, but that's just not the way they work. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I'm afraid that she will be. What I kind of really hope is that it's like kind of a group thing, where it's not just one person, you know? Like kind of like Thor, if he aimed for the head.
I feel like she's just going to be a plot device to power something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that she's going to be the final blow. It's got to be Tony or Cap that takes him down. It's got to be.
I don't know how they can...
Or Thor.
Yeah, I would love it, obviously, if it was Thor, and he, you know, kind of redeems himself.
I would be totally fine if Rocket killed Thanos, too. But I'm just saying is, you can't establish... I don't know if they have a name for all 3 phases yet, but, like, Thanos has been the main villain behind phases 1, 2, and 3. He's been the puppet master, right? And the phase 1, 2, and 3 have been primarily, your primary heroes of those phases have been Tony, have been Cap, and have been Thor. Like, those are your 3 main, like, heroes of this entire saga so far, right? This 10-year journey that we've been on has been built on the back of those 3 heroes. You can't give it to the new guy. You know, you can't give the kill to the new guy. Because if Captain Marvel had gotten like 100% of Rotten Tomatoes and everyone was in love with it, like if James Gunn had directed that cosmic movie, I think it would have been a totally different film.
Yeah, for sure.
And it probably would have been phenomenal because they tried so hard to be James Gunn in this movie with all these catchy songs and all these timed cuts, and it was just like they were trying too hard. What I'm saying is, if they had done something epic with her and we all loved her, sure, she's going to be the one who took it to take him out. But that's not what happened, and I mean the movie's already shot, so I guess it's irrelevant. But
Free Willy Rocks has like the best comment. Like if you followed what happened kind of when the poster came out, he goes, "Watch them have a Koye kill Thanos." And I don't know if you saw, but they put out a new poster, and the actor, I think is like Danai Gurrier, I can't pronounce it. She was the only one that wasn't like named at the top. She was on the poster, just where everybody else was on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, just not one of the starring people. Because she's not a starring character. She is 100% a background support character. So
in addition to that, Marvel isn't the one you should be upset with. you should be upset with her agent,
right?
Because if like it was that important to her and her agent, they would have fought for that, like those rights. But like that's not a thing. It's a whole marketing thing. It's all agreed in contracts. Whose name appears where and what order, and it's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, Marvel pandered to everybody and put her on there, and nobody seemed to like blink an eye when like when.
Is there a collectible there you didn't get? What's one thing about the Rainbow Bridge? I'm like 15 seconds behind.
Oh, the Rainbow Bridge. It's just the.
Is it a race start? I haven't played this game.
Yeah, it's a race.
you and Pac like blow my mind because like you play these games like 4 times and like I barely get through it once. I'm just like, oh my god! But I'm writing all those guides. Like you guys just recorded and like guide writing. I'm just like pull my hair out.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean. I just think it was definitely pandering on Marvel's end. So
I don't know if it was pandering because like she was clearly one of the ones left after the snap. Like I mean, she's there to represent the Black Panther movie. You know what I mean? Like that Black Panther. You know, because she's the one left from. Because didn't Shuri get snapped too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, she's the only one left from that movie. So I mean, like they got to throw her on there.
I do think that like. Having her be the only one that's images there and not at the top, I do agree that it's kind of cheesy just not to throw her up there. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we gave away 4 codes in the stream, and I'm not going to take up anybody's time too much more. We talked about some Captain Marvel. I have my good friend Disney Dan here to check it out and or talk to me, and we talked here about Captain Marvel. Is there anything that you would like to tell everybody?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations to our winners. I'm very happy that I was able to do this. Thank you again, WB Games, for basically sponsoring the stream and providing me with the codes to give away. I will try to get more codes in the future to do stuff like this. This is awesome. I love doing it. I love hooking you guys up. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we will see you next time. Peace.